Why do some people save money, while others earn more but still struggle? You've probably seen this before. Someone with an average income quietly builds savings, avoids debt, and seems financially calm. Meanwhile, another person earns more, works harder, and still lives paycheck to paycheck. So what's the difference? It's not just how much money you make. It's how you save it, and how you manage it. In this video, you'll learn how to save and manage money step by step. Even if you're starting small. These are simple, practical ideas that can help you take control of your finances, reduce stress, and start building real financial security over time. Before we continue, I want to share a quick disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not a personal finance expert. What I share here is based on my own experience over the years, along with what I read, study, and research about personal finance and investing. My goal is simply to share helpful ideas that may guide you toward better financial decisions. Always do your own research and consider your personal situation before making any financial choices. Now, let's start. Have you ever wondered why you're not further ahead, even though you followed the plan? You studied, worked hard, got a good job, chased promotions. That's supposed to be the path to financial success, right? But no matter how much you work, it feels like the money just disappears. Nothing is left at the end of the month, and you never feel like you're truly making progress. Many of us believe the key to financial security is a good education and a good job. We spend decades chasing this idea, yet the promised land never arrives. Why is that? The truth is, while a good income can accelerate financial success, it doesn't guarantee anything. Earning money is only one piece of the puzzle. On its own, it will never be enough to create real security. What truly makes the difference is knowing how to manage what comes in. The way you handle your money directly impacts your financial life. Often, when you manage your money better, you can make it go further without earning more. Managing money means controlling your finances effectively. The basics include creating a budget, focusing on saving and investing, and managing your debt. There are also skills that can help you along the way. For example, understanding how to maximize interest rates. You want your money to grow, so you need to place it in the right environment. A high-yield savings account, for instance, offers better returns than leaving your money sitting in a regular checking account. Another essential skill is monitoring your cash flow, knowing exactly how much comes in and how much goes out each month. When you live within your means, you don't need to take on extra debt to cover wants or even unexpected needs. Tracking your expenses also helps you identify where you're overspending and where you can free up money to save or invest. And don't forget about income and expenses. Income is the money you receive from your job or other sources. It's important to know exactly how much you earn. On payday, many people don't review their pay stub. This can mean getting paid less than you should and having to chase what's yours, or getting overpaid and later having to return money you already spent. So always check. Expenses are the money you spend. Most people can't say exactly how much they spend each month, and that's a problem. The solution is simple. For 1 month, write down everything you spend, categorizing it into entertainment, bills, food, and so on. At the end of the month, you'll have a clear picture of your finances. Also consider less frequent payments, like gifts or car-related expenses. Once your income and expenses are clear, you can see whether you have enough money. And adjust where necessary. Taking the time to manage your money better truly pays off. Understanding what to focus on now and putting a long-term plan in place helps you handle both your present and future needs. Many people struggle with budgeting because they start with an unrealistic idea of where their money is going. They set impossible limits and give up when they can't stick to them. To begin, it can help to simply track your spending for a while, like keeping a money diary. This gives you a real sense of where your money goes and helps you identify the biggest culprits, whether it's eating out or impulse purchases. So how do you track your spending? Without trying to cut anything yet, commit to recording every time money leaves your account. Use a spreadsheet, an app, or even pen and paper. Record every purchase, from large bills to small expenses like coffee and snacks, noting the date, a brief description, and the amount. Check your account regularly so you don't miss automatic payments or direct debits. Keep your debt under control. If you have loans or credit card balances, it usually makes sense to pay off the one with the highest interest rate first. Credit cards and store cards typically charge higher interest than bank loans. Watch out for late payment fees. And remember, while you focus on paying down one debt, make at least the minimum payments on your other cards and required monthly payments. Once you've identified your debts, the next step is creating a budget. It takes some effort, but it's a great way to get a quick snapshot of what's coming in and going out. A budget helps you control your money, know when you can spend, and avoid falling into the red. To start, list how much you spend on household bills, living costs, financial products, family and friends, travel, and entertainment. Protect yourself and your family. After building an emergency fund, think about protecting your income to make sure you're covered if the unexpected happens. There are different types of insurance to protect your income: health, mortgage, loans, or people who depend on you. Decide what matters most and evaluate the risks and benefits. The first step is defining your goal. What or who do you need to protect the most? Then review the protection you already have. For example, your employer may offer benefits. Finally, choose any additional coverage based on what you already have. And get your affairs in order. Writing a will and considering a power of attorney can bring long-term benefits. A will helps ensure your loved ones are taken care of and that your assets are distributed according to your wishes. A power of attorney allows someone you trust to make decisions for you if you're unable to, due to illness or an accident, ensuring your affairs are handled the way you want. So let me ask you this. Do you actually know where your money goes every month? Start tracking your spending today. Even for just 1 week, and you might be surprised by what you discover. If this is helpful so far, let me know in the comments. Do you track your money, or are you planning to start now? With expenses constantly rising, saving money consistently can be a challenge. But developing the habit of saving is essential for achieving financial security and long-term goals. Whether you're building an emergency fund, planning a trip, or investing in your future, consistent saving is the key. First, set realistic financial goals. The foundation of good saving is having clear and achievable objectives. Identify what you want to accomplish with your savings. It could be something simple like an emergency fund, or something bigger like buying a home. Having a defined purpose gives you the motivation to stick to your plan. Second, understand your spending habits. Track your expenses for a few months to identify where you may be overspending. Review credit card statements and receipts. This exercise reveals patterns and helps you cut unnecessary costs, freeing up more money to save. Third, create a realistic budget. A budget is a powerful tool. Calculate your total income and allocate funds for essential expenses like housing, transportation, and food. Be honest with yourself. Include a savings category and treat it as a priority, just like any other bill. Fourth, pay yourself first. This is one of the most effective strategies. As soon as you receive your income, immediately transfer a predetermined amount into your savings account. Think of it as paying a bill to your future self. This ensures your savings goals are met before you spend on non-essential things. Fifth, start small and grow gradually. If saving a large amount feels overwhelming, start small. Even saving a small percentage is better than nothing. Over time, as you become more comfortable, increase the amount. Gradual progress builds confidence and strengthens the habit. Before we continue, I want to be clear about something. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not a personal finance expert. What I'm sharing here comes from my own experience over the years, along with what I read, study, and research about personal finance and investing. My goal is simply to share ideas that may help you think differently about money and make better financial decisions. Always do your own research and consider your personal situation before making any financial decisions. We live in a world full of responsibilities, family, work, clients. There's always someone telling you what you should be doing. It's a heavy weight, and money is no exception. If your income is higher than your parents', you may feel extra pressure to be financially responsible. Many people let the stress take over and give up on trying to build the life they actually want. But living the life you want requires intention. Because money is rarely talked about openly, you can act responsibly without anyone pushing you, except your future self. And your future self isn't here to remind you today. One powerful way to take control, with less stress and emotional pressure, is to give every dollar a job. Money doesn't grow on trees, so make it work for you. Think about everything you have and where it came from. You worked hard for most of it. Money is limited, and the only way to have more is to choose where it goes. So treat it with respect. This doesn't mean spending every waking hour managing your finances. But it does mean being intentional about how your dollars support your life. What are your dollars doing when you're not spending them? Even if they don't have a defined job, they're still doing something. Sitting in savings might give you security. Spending might bring enjoyment. Investing might create hope. Either way, your dollars are always working. So why not make them work the way you want? Become the boss of your money. Starting today, assign a job to every dollar. Your housing money provides stability and security. Your emergency fund acts like a firefighter on standby. Your living expenses maintain your lifestyle. Your savings prepare for future purchases. Your investments handle long-term goals. And your fun money pays for enjoyment, but within limits. Once your dollars are working for you, the stress starts to fade. You'll know exactly what you have and why. And even if a dollar just sits in your account, if it gives you peace of mind and the ability to focus on something other than money, that has real value too. Saving and managing money isn't about being perfect. It's about being intentional. Know where your money goes. Save before you spend. And give every dollar a job. Start small. Stay consistent. And remember, financial progress doesn't happen overnight, but every smart decision you make today builds a stronger future. The goal isn't just to have more money. The goal is to have more control, less stress, and more freedom to live life on your terms. If this video helped you, start today with one simple step. Give just $1 a job. Then another. And another. Comment below. What job will you give your money first, saving, investing, or paying off debt? If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who wants to take control of their finances. Thanks for watching my wealth guide. Your journey to better money habits starts with small decisions, and you're already on the right path. See you in the next video.